The Viceroy, a Ballad, by Matthew Prior Toon, Lady Isabella's Tragedy, or, the Stepmother's Cruelty, of Nero, tyrant, petty king, who heretofore did reign in famed Hibernia, I will sing, and in a ditty plain. He hated was by rich and poor for reasons you shall hear. So ill he exercised his power that he himself did fear. Full proud and arrogant was he, and covetous. Withal, the guilty he would still set free, but guiltless men enthral. He with a haughty, impious nod would curse and dogmatize, nor fearing either man or God, gold he did idolize. A patriot of high degree, who could no longer bear this upstart viceroy's tyranny, against him did declare. And, armed with truth, impeach'd the dawn of his enormous crimes, which all unfold to you anon in low but faithful rhymes. The articles recorded stand against this peerless peer. Search but the archives of the land, you'll find them written there. Attend and justly all recite his treasons to you all. The heads set in their native light, and sigh poor Gaffney's fall. That traitorously he did abuse the power in him reposed, and wickedly the same did use, on all mankind imposed. That he contrary to all law, an oath did frame and make, compelling the militia a legal oath to take. Free quarters for the army too he did exact and force. On Protestants his love to show, than Papist used them worse. On all provisions destined for the camp at Limerick, he laid a tar full hard and sore, though many men were sick. The sutlers, too, he did ordain for licenses should pay, which they refused with just disdain, and fled the camp away. By which provisions were so scant that hundreds there did die. The soldiers food and drink did want, nor famine could they fly. He so much loved his private gain he could not hear or see. They might or die or might complain without relief. Party, that above and against all right, by word of mouth did he, in council sitting, hellish spite, the farmer's fate decree. That he, O seal, without trial, straightway should hanged be. Though then the courts were open all, yet Nero judge would be. No sooner said but it was done, the boero did his worst. Gaffney, alas, is dead and gone, and left his judge accursed. In this concise despotic way unhappy Gaffney fell, which did all honest men affray, as truly it might well. Full £200 a year, this poor man's real estate, he settled on his favourite deer, and Culliford consate. Besides, he gave £500 to Fielding his own scribe, who was his bail. One friend he found, he owed him to the bribe. But for his horrid murder vile none did him prosecute. His old friend helped him o'er the stile, with Satan who dispute. With France, fair England's mortal foe, a trade he carried on. Had any other done it, I trow, to Tripos he had gone. That he did likewise traitorously, to bring his ends to bear, enrich himself most knavishly. O thief without compare! Vast quantities of stores did he embezzle and purloin. Of the king's stores he kept a key, converting them to coin. Tay forfeited estates also, both real and personal, did with the stores together go. Fierce Cerberus swallowed all. Meanwhile the soldiers sighed and sobbed, for not one sous had they. His excellence had each man fobbed, for he had sunk their pay. Nero, without the least disguise, the Papists at all times still favoured, and their robberies looked on as trivial crimes. The Protestants, whom they did rob during his government, were forced with patience, like good Job, to rest themselves content. For he did basely them refuse all legal remedy. The Romans still he well did use, still screened their roguery. Succinctly, thus to you I've told how this viceroy did reign, and other truths I shall unfold, for truth is always plain. The best of queens he hath reviled before, and since her death, he, cruel and ungrateful, smiled when she resigned her breath. Forgetful of the favours kind she had on him bestowed, like Lucifer, his rancorous mind, he loved nor her nor God. But listen, Nero, lend thy ears, as still thou hast them on. Hear what Britannia says, with tears, of Anna dead and gone. Oh, sacred be her memory, for ever dear her name. There never was nor e'er can be a brighter juster dame. Blessed be my sons, and eke all those who on her praises dwell. She conquered Britain's fiercest foes, she did all queens excel. All princes, kings, and potentates, ambassadors did send. All nations, provinces, and states, sought Anna for their friend. In Anna they did all confide, for Anna they could trust. Her royal faith they all had tried, for Anna still was just. Truth, mercy, justice, did surround her awful judgment seat. In her the graces all were found, in Anna all complete. She held the sword in balance, right, and sought her people's good. In clemency she did delight, her reign not stained with blood. Her gracious goodness, piety, in all her deeds did shine, and bounteous was her charity, all attributes divine. Consummate wisdom, meekness, all adorned the words she spoke, when they from her fair lips did fall, and sweet her lovely look. 10,000 glorious deeds to crown, she caused dire war to cease. A greater empress ne'er was known, she fixed the world in peace. This last and godlike act achieved, to heaven she winged her flight. Her loss with tears all Europe grieved, their strength and dear delight. Leave we in bliss this heavenly saint, revere, ye just, her urn. Her virtues high and excellent, Astria gone we mourn. Commemorate, my sons, the day which gave great Anna birth. Keep it forever and for aye, an annual be your mirth. Illustrious George now fills the throne, our wise benign good king. Who can his wondrous deeds make known, or his bright actions sing? Thee, favorite Nero, he has deigned to raise to high degree. Well thou thy honors hast sustained, well vouched thy ancestry. But pass, these honors on thee laid, can they e'er make thee white? Don't Gaffney's blood, which thou hast shed, thy guilty soul affright? Oh, is there not, grim mortal, tell, places of bliss and woe? Oh, is there not a heaven, a hell? But whither wilt thou go? Can not change thy obdurate mind? Wilt thou forever rail? The prophet on thee well refined, and set thy wit to sail. How thou art lost to sense and shame 3 countries witness be. Thy conduct all just men do blame libera nos domini. Dame Justice waits thee, well I ween, her sword is brandished high. Naught can thee from her vengeance screen, nor canst thou from her fly. Heavy her ire will fall on thee, the glittering steel is sure. Sooner or later, all agree, she cuts off the impure. To her I leave thee, gloomy peer, think on thy crimes committed. Repent, and be for once sincere, thou ne'er wilt be dewitted.